What's up, guys? Vince right here. I wasn't planning to do a Vince talk, but I kind of discovered that I kind of have a little bit of stuff to talk about, and pretty much I might have a good amount of stuff to talk about for the next weekend. I don't know. I mean, pretty much the next weekend is going to be the last weekend of videos where I'm going to be posting, and it's because that I'm going to be gone. I'm going to be going for like a New Year's vacation out of town, so that's going to be happening. So it's going to be fun. Pretty much the situation for that is that I'm going to go on a plane. I'm trying to think if they allow like skateboards in the plane or something like that. I'm trying to figure out that situation because I'm gonna be so bored if I ever go. Like pretty much, I'm going to around in San Diego. So I really want to pack. I don't understand why we're not driving. Pretty much, and I'm just going with friends to drive. But yeah, I really want to bring my board. My goodness. If not, then I pretty much there's a couple of things that I'm probably gonna bring, but I'm gonna be out of town. I'm gonna be gone for a while. So yeah, it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be fun. Pretty much, I'm excited for that, but that's not until like 2 weeks. So I have 2 weeks to chill, and yeah, I guess this is the first kind of weekend that I'm actually having to have without the whole studying thing. I mean, pretty much my homework assignments situation with all that happening from last weekend, not last weekend, but last week, pretty much, which is somewhere around like let me see, like somewhere around like up until like December 10th. December 10th and 11th was like the hot streak of pretty much of me doing my homework, and I was doing algebra. Pretty much it would be like I had like 1 week, and I just that was the time where I found out that I had so much homework to finish, and it was a pain. Pretty much I had to finish as much homework as I can, and thank goodness I got rid of that. And pretty much I didn't have time to actually do anything. It was just like studying 24/7, procrastination all around of just doing homework, just like up until like like in the morning on 9 a.m. all the way to like 12 or 1 a.m. Pretty much it was that bad. And yeah, this is the first that I'm actually chilling, and now I notice it as I clean up and everything. I just find myself I wouldn't say bored, but find myself like a little bit like s- lazy, and pretty much settled in and actually having to deal with whatever sounds is out there in the window, and also just in a good chill and mood. And it's because that it's been so freaking cold outside that it's hard for me to actually ever go out, whether it's like go shopping or go skating, or just go to the or just go places pretty much, or hang out, I guess. And it's been hard because it's just been so cold out there, and I've been getting and pretty much for me, I'm not used to cold weather much. I don't know if that's happens to me. That I don't know if that comes with the territory of living in California. When you live in California for so long, that your senses of weather, of actually being in cold weather, is not really habitable in you. I don't know. I could be wrong. Pretty much. I never lived in anywhere cold ever, so pretty much I always lived in like hot, especially tropical areas, and of course the coldest places that I ever lived was here in the Bay Area. So that's been happening pretty much. I actually just trying to get used to the weather and all that, but man, this freezing weather is just like it's. I mean, there's most of the days they're sunny, and even though I try to skate and stuff like that, man, I would like cough in pretty much like sniffle a little bit because of just like the sweat mixing with the coldness. Yeah, it's not a pretty sight, pretty much. And yeah, that's what I happen to be dealing with. But yeah, other than that, things are doing good, I guess, here on YouTube. I don't know. I mean, I've been trying to check out my videos, and I actually was trying to upload a video, but that video, and pretty much it's supposed to be four. Like there's supposed to be four videos on a Saturday and also on a Sunday, and especially on a Friday. Okay, 4 days, 3 days in the weekend. Okay, of four videos. But fortunately, one of the videos audio is gone for some reason, so that's been a problem. And yeah, I guess that I happen to just have there's the racing, my goodness, and happen to have like a couple of videos out there, and I guess I'm using that one for the next. And pretty much I don't know, I guess this is another day of actually low amounts of videos or something. So yeah, that's what I been going with. Pretty much, I remember seeing this like interview with the CEO or whatever you may call her, Susan Wojcicki, and on some kind of interview or something talking about like really didn't answer anything about the whole dislikes. And I wonder if people that try to interview Susan actually are the ones that are not really going to ask her about have an agreement or something. I don't know. Again, this is a uh, pretty much the podcast series where I talk about random stuff and like that. What else? Oh yeah. Also, I hung out with my boy Stefan pretty much which was I think it was no, it was Sunday. It was Sunday, last Sunday. Before pretty much Saturday as I recorded. After that, I pretty much said that yeah, I was gonna hang out with my boy Stefan, and pretty much I did. So we went to the mall. It was just in Stone Ridge, and pretty much we were chilling. We were very careful because we heard about the whole like robbings and also theft of car theft and out there, and also like thievery of basically robberies going on around the Bay Area and especially in San Francisco. So we were very careful. We were kind of like quick, but also we were watching around and stuff like that. We went to the mall. We went to like different areas. Like we went to this cool sock shop where they sell socks and pretty much have cool designs and whatever. A lot of stuff in there that is just like one of the most hilarious moments because one of the most randomest socks in this sock shop. My goodness, it was like not only and I also we went to like an Apple store randomly, and pretty much most of the devices there didn't work. I don't know what's that about. There was a cyber cafe in this one, but I guess they were gone or something. There was a lot of stores that were closed, I guess, sadly, and also like a couple of clothing stores, a lot of stuff we saw, and also spent a good amount of time in mostly in the skate shops. So what else? And also, yeah, I guess that's I don't know. There was literally no seats. There was no seats in the mall. That was the one thing that I'm just like kind of like frustrated. I think the only place you could sit was either on the floor or was on the like either in a restaurant or pretty much there was this like area where you can sit, and it was just like pretty much just pat down and it wasn't really blocked or anything, or a good thing they didn't put cones around it. But yeah, you can actually sit there and chill, and pretty much it was like just stone, and that was literally the only place in that mall you can sit. There was no seats and everything like that. And I get it, there was the whole like COVID restriction, people don't want anybody hanging out or something like that, but it still sucks that because my legs were aching. I was like, man, I need a seat. I was really this close of going to buy some random something at a restaurant. But there is a part of me where I don't trust like these, because of course there wasn't really like there was these weird restaurants. Okay, there was like these vegan like friendly or like that, which is cool, but also do like these indie mom and pop I like stuff that you never heard of. Okay, like what is it, lemongrass or whatever, and also this random like falafel shop or something that they have, or I don't know, it's the Bay Area. What am I trying to say here? But I tried I really tried to find a seat out there. I couldn't, and I was really that close to actually going to, and there was not much any like restaurants or anything. There was like McDonald's or whatever, and also, but there was only a few. It was very like a very newish, like almost like, oh, this is the new trendy kind of like falafel shop that is trending out there and whatever. Ooh, we got NFTs and what. It was like I don't freaking care. I just want to sit down. Okay, I want to buy something small, but I feel like if I buy something, they're gonna trick me. They're gonna put like, okay, you want to like if I ask for a drink, it might cost like, hey, this costs like $3, but if you get a meal, it will be one, and you get two for free. And I'm just like, I don't know how that works. What is what is this? And my boy Stefan was like, I'm mad, dude. I need a place to sit, man. Or maybe it's just me. I need a place to sit because we were just literally like, yo, can we just please rest? Anything, okay? Where it's like the freaking beds and some in JCPenney or something. Anywhere. I don't know. I guess that's how it is mostly around here because, again, they don't want people hanging out. So, yeah, we were chilling. Also, like, it was a good time. We just spent a good amount there. We usually hang around in the house, but surprise, surprise, pretty much I lost my freaking home, and I kind of like we were the most places we were talking, and I told him about this as he was shocked and stuff like that, and also other stuff that happened in my life. We shared it by standing up close, basically in the vans. Okay, that's what we did. I basically told him old stories inside a van store. So, which is cool. I love vans, but yeah, I got some, like, speaking of vans, I got some stickers, and also he give me some new, like, a Christmas gift, like new shoes and hats, and that's cool. I got these new Adidas shoes, and pretty much they're so clean. I wish I can show them. I think you might see in here in the picture that these are the clean, like, Adidas. That he got me. Look, I don't skate Adidas, or wear Adidas much, but it's just that their shoes are just stylish and pretty much they're just so comfy, I guess. And these look very nice. They're very white, but oh my goodness, they look shiny. They look like something that I would walk in a runway or in the Grammys or something like that. And yeah, they're very nice. I even wore them at a party earlier that I went to, and my family's pretty much going to a party and have an eatery and foods and stuff like that, and met my cousins and all that. Nothing big, but also it was a good refresher for everyone to actually take a break and stuff like that. And I wore those bad boys, and my stepbrother was like, "Ooh, they look smooth, man. They look nice." I was like, "Thank you. Look at these moves, man." Even though I can't, these shoes were not comfortable to dance on, but my goodness, I feel like I would dance on these because they just look that nice. And also, I got, like, in the van store, I pretty much got like new socks. I got like bumper stickers, and what else did I get? I was also checking out this store that actually you can create your own brands and them, and pretty much just have it in the hat or whatever. So that was cool to see. And yeah, I guess that's my story of the mall. I'm pretty much hanging out with my boy Stefan. So that was fun to talk about, I guess. But yeah, other than that, pretty much everything's doing good here, despite the whole San Francisco situation. It was so bad. My goodness. I saw this in the news that people are literally having to have their doors open in their car so that the thieves won't go in. I'm like, that is the dumbest. Like, I mean, there's really no way out of this. Pretty much, if like cars are parked, and pretty much the robbery is like up to a all-time high in San Francisco. Like, how can you get rid of this? Where can you park to be safe? You know what I mean? Pretty much with all the car thieves going on, pretty much, and how it's like there was no, like, um got punishment for it, or more severe punishment, like, it's just like that bad in SF. I pretty much, there's other things that is pretty bad there, but man, they are just like in this, like, alive, and it's like, when are things going to be better? I really want to go back to San Francisco. That's such a fun place to skate, and also like the malls and everything. I really do enjoy SF, and I pretty much enjoy that city life, but it's just not getting any better. That was my plans to actually go there to hang out with my boy Stefan, but we just didn't. Instead, we went to a Stone Ridge, and in like in the East Bay. So yeah, I don't know. Like, that's just what we're doing, and I guess pretty much yeah, we hung around, and yeah, that was it, I guess. Also, I have ideas for, like, the end of the year content that I really want to make. One of them is, like, doing my top tens, and also doing I actually want to do a month by month. Not only the top 10, which is basically top 10 webtoons and stuff like that, which is usually top 10 romances, because that's what my channel focuses on. I want to do like a month by month. And that is pretty much like me doing, like, talking about like what happened at January, what happened at February. Let's talk about March, and just doing piece by piece with the best of my memory. Because let me tell you, I can actually, I might forget some stuff, and I might have like that bad condition of actually forgetting. I don't know why. Look, I'm not that old, okay? I'm still in my 20s, but man, I wasn't paying attention at all at times. I think there was a good amounts that happened to me in certain months that I really tried to forget, and it worked. So yeah, I basically was like, what was I doing? What was I doing this time? What was I, like, month by month? I know what happened in January. I don't know if it's safe to really talk about it, but that's one of the ideas that I'm really talking about. Or maybe a top comment, like, hey, check these comments that I got, and also, really showcasing you guys of all the love that you've shown. That's what I want to do. And like, just these different ideas. Top tens are something that I want to really give, like top 10. I don't know, mobile games or games that I play, basically, or top 10 webtoons that I checked out, and also a top 5 animation movies that I watch that I enjoyed, or it could be a top 10. I don't know. I feel like a top five animation movies is something that I want to bring to the table in this channel. But also when it comes to the last years of content, which I'm not going to really, I'm still going to work on because I'm not going to be here at home to actually make those videos. I'm going to be out of town, and it's going to be like, compilations of, best moments and stuff like that, and also showing, telling, really thanking you guys like, hey, this is the end of the year, thing, like, I'm excited. I'm excited for a lot of things that I'm going to make of the end of the year, especially in my second channel. It's not that big in my second channel, but I know it's going to make top 10 dancers in there. And also, like, a little recap of my life, showing you guys my old house, stuff like that. Just ideas that I want to bring to the table, and also in this channel, and also really showcase my life, I guess. Anyways, let's talk about some Gamecast, because I do have some topics and stuff like that. I don't have anything space related other than whatever. Like, I think they were launching like a Turkey satellite, a satellite from Turkey, and they're launching it in air. And pretty much SpaceX is wanting to actually do that for Turkey. I guess they pay top dollar for SpaceX or Elon to actually really launch it there, which is, now thinking about it, I'm like, whoa, the Turkey, how much money did you pay Elon to actually, I mean, isn't Elon too busy talking about, like, how his, pretty much dealing with the news, and the news actually wanting to, tax him because he's so damn rich? I'm like, there's a good reason why he's freaking rich, because we're trying to find people like Elon that are trying to get us off this damn planet. Look, I know we're trying to save the earth, climate change, stuff like that. But and also, like, it's doing a good job. Why not Mr. Beast? Mr. Beast is actually doing a good job helping certain surroundings with Team C's. I think that's doing well. The Team C's thing, I think I remember seeing the machine that Team C's, which Mr. Beast's program, which they actually did. Mr. Beast doing a lot of good things in the community, and also making that entertaining, like Squid Game, corporation video that I haven't watched yet, but. Yeah, he's doing something like with Team Season. Something that I wonder how the money is over there right now. I really want to see, like, the fundraiser for Team C's, to see, like, how much money did you raise, Mr. Beast? I really want to see it. It's something that is, like, pretty, like, let's see. I want to see the money. Let me see the money. Okay, the fundraiser. Okay, the money raised. How much did they raise? Can I see it? It's somewhere in the millions. Okay, for sure. Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, what's that? 18 million pounds of garbage removed. I think it says there, pounds removed, which is a lot. My goodness. When they put that machine that I think one of his friends actually put out, well, I forget his name, damn. And he's a big YouTuber too. I think it's Matt Rober or something, whatever that he made this machine to actually, pick up the trash, instead of actually, letting the machine do it. For robot technology like that, like, that's gotta happen. That's a good thing. But I want to see the money. Okay, I want to see it. How much money did you make? How much? Where's it? Where's the amount? You better show me, Mr. Beast. I want to see that. I want to see all the dollars. My goodness, he ain't gonna show it, is he? Oh my! But there's a lot of good things happening here. I think also, like, top creators are actually really doing. I'm not even. I think the president, and I'm not gonna say his name. Okay, I just really not. Okay, and the vice president, you probably know who it is actually supporting this. So that's a good thing. A lot. Pretty much a lot of people in the country really taking trash out the seas, and it's a good thing. It's a beautiful thing. Okay, what else to complain about? Mr. B's doing good stuff. Okay, that's something that Elon is not doing, but Elon's doing something in case if that garbage does turn to a freaking fire tsunami and destroys humanity. Guess what? We got Elon Musk to get out of this planet. That's another plan right there. Okay, problem solved. Anyways, but yeah, pretty much Gamecast. Let's talk about gaming as I'm rambling. Yeah, I'm making that top mobile game list. It's not gonna be big. It's definitely not gonna be persist. But the thing is I'm kind of thinking of making just one of my favorite games that I play, because mobile gaming content is something that I did a long time ago. I feel like I just need to let that go. And since I've been downloading a whole bunch of games, ever since when I'm done with the whole, like, college stuff, I'm like, you know what? I'm spending this good amounts of cash from college that I'm gonna be spending it on just a bunch of video games on the Switch, that I'm spending on the eShop. So these are the games that I bought in the eShop, and pretty much First off, I bought Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 remake. I just had to check that out. And it's a good thing. My wallet should be lucky that Skater XL hasn't really put their game in the eShop yet, because I would be spending like almost 100 to actually get that. I don't know. It would be $60 if that was on the eShop, or maybe 30. I really hope it's like cheap, something affordable. But man, one game that I've been really wanting to get that I'm so tempted. And if you know me, I really, really love, not only skateboarding games are actually one of my favorites, but fighting games is also one of my favorites. I've been having this like Street Fighter itch that I really want to get Street Fighter 30th anniversary. Man, I really want that. It has all the Street Fighters, all the classic arcade Street Fighters in there, especially the old school like Game Boy Street Fighters. And I'm just like, I really want that. I really do. So I've been actually trying to find some other games to actually help me with that itch. And one of them is like King of Fighters Classic, which they had in like the NSK and archives. It's really not that good, okay? I mean, it is, but it's so freaking hard. My goodness. My only character I played there is like Tony Bogard, aka Ken Fury. Speaking of Ken Fury, there's also this other fighting game that I forget the name. It's I think it was like King Fighters DX, another franchise of the King of Fighters, because I guess Ken Fury has to be related to Teddy Bogard, if you know what I mean. But yeah, it's another fighting game, but also you have to pay 29. It was free, but it's also you have to pay 29 to actually get, all the characters and what. And I'm like tempted. I'm like, yo, I really want this, but I'm not spending no 29 bucks. I can just instead, I can just freaking buy the Street Fighter Anniversary. That's what I've been thinking really hardly. Also, another fan game, Brawl Out. That's another game I actually been playing. Been playing the demos. I always check out the demos before. If they ever put out the demos, then I check out the main game. But also, like I play this game called Virtual Shooter. That's another one. There's also the batch loaded games in there. I think Saints Row is on sale for $2. It was originally like $60, but now it's on sale for $2. That's a freaking steal. And that means there's something wrong with this game. It was Saints Row 4. And I remember playing this particular Saints Row a long time ago on the PlayStation 3, which I still have. And I'm like, why is it here? And I'm like, it's an open world game. I'm tempted to play it, but a lot of open world games that I played in the past were not good. I don't know. That's something in my mind. It's been in my mind. It's really been on my mind, okay? There's some certain games that I want to play on the Switch since I have this free time. But also, I played some games on my PC as well. And also, my PC is not that strong, so I've been playing games that are kind of light. One of them is like, like a random MOBA, and also King's Loop. That was fun. And also like, what else? What else did I play that was something memorable? I don't know. It was mostly free to play stuff. Okay, I was really tempted to get the Halo. I really want to know what this Halo game was all about. The Halo multiplayer. I'm like, yo, I need to check this out. Halo Infinite. It is something. It's free. Okay, but my PC will break, and there goes my college dreams. Bye bye. I had to spend what, $1,000, more for another PC, a new PC. But this one is barely on its legs. Okay, it's cheap, but it's gonna break, and I really don't want to break it. That's for sure. But yeah, that's been in my mind. Okay, I've been buying a couple of games, but expect a top 10 like games. That I just already made a decision. Top 10 games of my favorite games for 2021. But other than that, let's get into this. Now, this one is I'm gonna go move segments here. I'm gonna talk about anything animation related, or at least something related to the stuff that I do in terms of webtoon and all that. Because webtoon shop. Nobody told me there was a webtoon shop, and the only person that I found out about this, I think I had a comment saying like, hey, there's like a webtoon shop, and I'm like, no, there's not. And pretty much I type it on Google. I'm like, there is. I'm like, I'm so mad. Why did no one else tell me? I mean, someone did tell me, but my goodness. Apparently, there's a freaking webtoon shop. And there was also this particular YouTuber that actually is sponsored by Webtoon Shop or whatever, because friends with another, I'm not going to say the channel's name, but it's like, a channel that has like low subs compared to mine. It only has like 400. I mean, that's it. Because mine's like, up to like almost, I'm about to hit like 3K. And it's not that big. We're not big channels. But You would think that I'd be sponsored by, Webtoon at any time, any moment, especially the Webtoon shop, especially trying to give out interviews, especially getting attention from some top tier Webtoon creators. I know Axel watch my stuff because I seen him like my stuff pretty much, or at least on Instagram. But you know what I mean. Where is the crowd? Okay, I'm trying to get big here. I don't know. I'm talking. I guess I'm greedy, as I'm sounding like. Oh my goodness, gotta come down. But I just like I was just like so mad because I was like, why is Webtoon so low key with their merch store, with their Webtoon shop, as I call it, okay? Because Webtoon barely talks about their own merch store or shop whenever they post whatever it is on freaking Instagram, because they mostly talk about the Webtoons creators, and that's important, but they never talk about like, yo, we got new hats, we got new shirts. What is going on, Webtoon? I guess it's something with to do with the inflation. How there's low storage and they're trying to keep it low key, which is smart. I really hope that's the case. But at the same time, why didn't they say anything? I never heard Webtoon ever announcing like, yo, like they made a video like, hey, new merch and new stuff like that. And I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong, because I never ever saw Webtoon ever talking about like, hey, we got some new clothes. We got this hat, shirt, keychain. Oh my goodness. If Webtoon has bumper stickers, I'll be buying all of them. All of them. Okay? I'm all about that Webtoon life, and my goodness, they've been low key about the Webtoon shop. Nobody was talking about no hats and and also shirts and whatever and jackets. God, and I really wish that Webtoon actually put out these clothes at a freaking Hot Topic or Spencer's, because I would buy that ASAP. I didn't see none of that, and I went to a Hot Topic in Stone Ridge and also Spencer's, and they did not have anything Webtoon related. Rightfully so. It probably still underground or whatever. But then you see a Crunchyroll shirt, and where is the Webtoon shirt? Where is it? I was so close to go to an iCustom to actually get like yo, I'm about to pay like $50 for a logo on a hat Webtoon, instead of like getting it from their own source. But this time I feel like I might get them on their own source, because it's probably cheaper, because it has like $25. But it's like, man, I really just want something, just anything to represent Webtoon. I have nothing. You think I have anything that represent Webtoon? Absolutely nothing. I don't even have a green shirt. I don't have green clothes. Nothing is green in whatever clothing that I have in this apartment. I got nothing on that, okay? I don't have really like anything green at all. I'm thinking anything anime at all. I don't have any anime shirts. It's mostly skate shirts. It's mostly shirts that I got from like dance events. But I have nothing Webtoon related. I don't have anything animation related. I don't have anything LGBT plus related. I wish I did, but I don't. Okay? You know why? Because I'm freaking poor. Anyways, but of course I might be poor more if I actually buy more from the store, since I heard about this freaking Webtoon shop. Anyways, about steering away from that, let's talk about anything like news. At least one of them. Look, I was really planning to talk about like, oh, stuff is happening within Ladybug Miraculous. Stuff is happening within Ruby. Nothing. Okay, I got nothing for that. But there is one thing, that a Helluva Boss finale part 2 is gonna be coming soon, real quick. And I'm actually very excited, pretty much seeing this, and I saw like, Luna in this one, and they show like little sketches here and there within the trailer, so it's in process. It's probably gonna be next year that we're gonna see this new Helluva Boss part 2 finale, because the finale already started. They're gonna release that part 2. It's gonna be amazing. And also, yeah, I just want to give a comment reaction with this one. This is something that I've been wanting to talk about. So for those that don't know, pretty much I got a comment saying that it was a long comment. It's something about I usually don't do reactions to comments or read them or anything and showcase it here. But it has been an idea that I've been wanting to do. But there's this comment about like this webtoon called Forever After. It's a long comment, pretty much saying like, but it also was a weird request, and I have no idea how to respond it. I don't know if I have it in my in the steer of comments that I have, but it's somewhere around here saying that, hey, sorry for the weird comment that you're about to see, which I'm like, yes, it is kind of weird, but I sort of noticed that, you're like course, noticed that the Forever After webtoon videos has been taken down. And since Forever After uploaded its first episode a bit, your video is the only remaining thing that showed off the original, what it originally was, which is true. But I basically saw this and I'm like, okay, pretty much. And also, I'm not going to read the rest, but I'm like, okay, you know, the reason, pretty much, for those that didn't know, I had a strike on my channel, which left me off in a panic where I'm like, I literally was like, I'm privating all videos because if it goes for the next one, my channel will be gone the second time. The second time. I don't want my channel to die, okay? I'm really strict about that. If something happens, boom, emergency evacuation, okay? Just like if this planet was about to hit the sun, what you gotta do? You gotta go to Elon's house and you gotta freaking fly in a rocket. You don't care how long of the process of the rocket ship is gonna take. You gotta fly out that, planet pretty much. You got left out, which is a crazy analogy. I'm sorry, but this channel itself was almost about to be taken down because of that strike. And shouts to Webtoon to actually shout to Webtoon for pretty much resolving the strike and pretty much disputing it. But man, I almost got strike down by, because of this one video that I made. But that didn't happen. Thank goodness it didn't, okay? It was one strike, it disappeared, and everything was back to normal. But most of the videos, pretty much things, I pretty much unprivated, one of the big series. But there is still some series that are still privated. And, Forever After, this Webtoon series was still private. So I guess this is where this comment is coming from. But I didn't know somebody was actually wanting Forever After. Here's the thing. There are certain series that people are still waiting. But guess what? They didn't ask. They didn't really request for more. Like, hey, what happened to this series? I didn't hear that, And of course, I didn't hear anybody say like, hey, where can you upload more Forever After? No one told me. No one told me. But now it's back. Pretty much I re-uploaded it. And I was going to upload, as I'm recording this, on Saturday, I was going to upload the Forever After. It was like, me reading like 5 episodes or something like that. And it didn't work because the audio was gone. But now it's pretty much probably uploaded. Hopefully it is. Still some progress with the whole quality thing. I'm not sure what that's about. But hopefully things are back to normal. And hopefully that whoever this person that really respond this, or give this comment would actually see that video and show that I really care. Okay, I care about you guys when it comes down to the requests of different webtoons, as long as it's centered around the romance spectrum. If it's centered around the romance setting, because I ain't gonna freaking read no Tower of God. I ain't reading no God of High School or any action kind of like webtoon. But it needs to have a romance setting. I kind of, really am strict about that, okay? And the thing is, I Tower of God, God of High School, those are cool animes. Those are cool webtoons, But that's not what my channel is, okay? I really try to really put my channel in a certain place, and I'm pretty much sure that it doesn't get separated in other places that it's not supposed to be. Okay, if you know what I mean, not, and that's not anything really serious. I'm not really bashing at all of, any of this, the other animes or other webtoons. It's just that my channel is set up in a specific way and I'm trying to be different. I guess that's how I am, being different. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope you subscribe, like, comment, jazz. Thank you guys for checking out this heated ramble. But, yeah, I'll see you when I see you, and see you next weekend. Yeah, baby. Last one.